Hello, hello. I have returned. Let me get some stuff started real quick. Because I'm here to cause trouble again. I'm gonna need to move myself. Yeah. Let me toggle. Quick. Ooh, me. Hello. I'm smaller now too, actually. Let me just ready everything up. Hi. We are back to playing Tears of the Kingdom. I played this last, like, over a year ago. I'm not sure exactly when, but right when the challenge mode mod was, like, really coming out. So, it's been a bit, but I'm returning to cause more trouble. And to achieve that, I added one small extra mod, and then on top of that, I just got the newest version of the challenge mode that I have released. Sorry for the tapping in the background, by the way. That is from the game trying to load a cutscene, but I'm not letting it because I have the dialogue up here. But we are now playing on a totally legitimate Nintendo Switch, which just happens to be in 4K. So everything's extra nice and crisp. There's some... I have shaders. I'm not going to turn them on, but I do... Actually, did I turn them off? Oh, I pressed the button and now the game is crashing, isn't it? That's not great. Oh. It appears it is, in fact. Oh, it did, okay. One moment. Let me restart the game. And I will get back to you once that is up and running. It's not running perfectly, probably just because of some weird compatibility things, if I had to guess. But it's running. It has been running pretty well when I was trying it out, like locally, so to say. So let me just get everything booted up and then I will usable again. Why am I? Wait, what? Wait, did I? Oh, there we go. I noticed that I was gone. I was like, that's not supposed to happen. Let me just let everything run its course. Once that happened, I will promptly hop into. Okay, there's some stuff happening that's not supposed. Probably because yes. Yeah. Okay. Well, whatever. Let me see. I'm gonna quickly. I do have a shader turned on. Let me disable that. And then. Okay. Let me turn back on the video. Ignore that stuff in the top left and bottom left. That is because I'm totally playing a normal version of Nintendo Switch. Oh wait. Let me. OBS is not participating. Give it a moment. There we go. Okay. Right. Let's just get right into it. Let me turn on the noise actually, because I'm pretty sure it's fucking loud. Oh, is the FPS causing trouble? Yes.
This strange gloom keeps getting thicker.
Is it? I'm not sure even. But let me turn on the volume a bit.
We've been descending for a while now. These tunnels are
loud,
deeper
actually.
than I thought. What could be down here?
Oh, there is something definitely wrong. 1 second. Is it uncapped? Is that what's going on? Wait. I think I know what's happening. Give me a moment. These are my settings and my totally legitimate. In this. Say yes. That would be because I accidentally apparently turned off. It's signal. One moment. Things are not doing what they should. Because it is supposed to be doing but it is not VSyncing at all. One moment. Why is my VSync not VSyncing? One moment. Let me turn this off. I don't think. There's some stuff that done make things do what they should. Am I blind? Where is the VSync? Why is my emulator acting up now? Is it full screen? Is that it? Because I do kind of need this to, you know, not run weird. Let me just restart it one more time. But let me for the Menti save. Okay, 1 second. This is it's like the demo effect. The moment that you're trying to show something, the moment that you're trying to do something, it's always gonna work like garbage, you know? So let me up. See if VSync this time is actually working as it should. Because I don't see why it wouldn't, but hey. Who am I to doubt the honesty of my emulator? I mean, totally legitimate Nintendo Switch too. Give it a moment. There we go. Now things are not running at a bajillion FPS. Let me just let everything load in. That has happened. Definitely just gonna stay on 60 FPS. Not gonna fucking surely. OBS is also being a pain in it, but okay. But there we go. Yeah, there we go. Not always perfect, obviously, but it's going pretty good.
You've been falling ill after coming into contact with the gloom drifting through these caverns.
Now she's not talking
That
slightly out of
fluid
sync.
seems almost misty and not concentrated enough to harm us. We'll keep going, with it coming up from beneath Hyrule
Damn, this game looks
Castle.
fucking smooth like this. Kind of
We do not
incredible.
know what waits below, so we need to be ready for anything. But I know I'll be okay with you, Link. Let's go solve this mystery.
Hell yeah. For now, for today, I will say our goal is pretty limited. Oh. Zelda, what did you do? Okay. Thank you, Zelda. Right. So, I'm a firm believer of cheesing things for this segment, because I think I'll be really waiting for a while if I don't. Come on, Zelda, let us in. Let us do the thing. Oh, it's not here yet. A bit further up ahead. Dazonai. This game really is incredible even without the modding, I will say. Like, it adds things that I like when I mod it, but even without, it is an incredible game, really. But I will be skipping through Zelda's dialogue just because I want to get into the. I really primarily want to get onto the Great Sky Islands, and then move on from there, kind of. That's my main goal, and everything that comes with it. Yeah, we're gonna be standing here for a while doing this. I'll go through some of the changes that are made. So, number one, as you can tell, judging by this thing being here, you are causing a lot of trouble. Don't go stand there. There's like stronger enemies throughout the game, really, including some enemies getting an additional tier. So a higher tier Lynel, higher tier, like anything really. 1 second. My volume is still too high. Where are my settings? Yeah, buddy. Still. I think he's regenerating. Not 100% sure. But I just need to change my volume. Oh yeah, he is. It's just too loud. Let me just get rid of this guy. That shouldn't take too long. Yeah, more clear progress. That's one down. Bit more of a pain in the butt. So I should simply not do it yet. Let's get this Lionel back down. But yeah, so monsters are stronger in general, and additionally they have higher tiers, so you know, more health, better weapons, etc. Some weapons have been re-added that were not in Tears of the Kingdom but were in Breath of the Wild, such as some of the Lionel weapons. Then it's a lot harder to cheese enemies, so dodge timings are a little more strict and that kind of stuff. And there's just been a bunch of enemies like added or changed in locations. It's a whole bunch of stuff to really make things more difficult. You know, things have been nerfed, things have been buffed. There's a few custom changes that I do compared to the standard version of challenge mode. For example, by default it disables a certain like feature that you unlock later in the game, but I like it just for vibes, so I re-enabled it. Then additionally, I made Bokoblins stronger because there was a thing early in development where they were like, oh, what if Bokoblin like elemental arrows were all using gems instead of fruits? But they reverted it because it was a bit too massive, so people didn't really enjoy it too much. I'm sure there's some stuff I'm forgetting. Then there's an additional mod, which is just an early game armor. Oh, buddy, you're not supposed to be here. Oh, he despawned because he popped in here. That is funny. You know, who am I to complain? I'm not gonna bother picking anything up from these monsters because you don't keep the items anyways. We are almost done. I'm glad that the Ice Wizard killed itself. Convenient for us. I don't know if those have been buffed. Maybe they have. Lynel's also almost down. Looks like a pretty big chunk, but eventually it's just gonna chop it all away, like in a few hits. Might be this one. Yep, there we go. There we go. Let's get. What am I taking care of? Okay. Care has been taken. There we go. Yeah, this little starting section is just I cheese it because you don't really have tools available, you don't have environment available. I like the combat, I like playing around with it, which you can't really do here. Look, there it is, ominous hand from the profile picture, or from the thumbnail. Oh wait, I don't have vision on the chat right now. There we go. What is this place? Yeah, let's be very careful. I sure hope nothing bad happens.
What is that?
The hand of evil and malice. Kind of. I like this cutscene, so I'll just let it play. We'll do a little bit of exploration of the Great Sky Islands. I don't think we'll finish it today. Because I do have some other stuff to do. Or that I want to do, at least. But I will be keeping you guys company until then. Such a cool cutscene, genuinely, and a way better explanation of why you suck ass. I mean, it's not bad in Breath of the Wild, I just think this one's a lot more clear. Like, you literally see it happen in the moment.
Link!
Was that the sword that seals the darkness? The blade that shatters so easily against my power cannot save you from me.
Oh, it's okay, buddy.
Zelda,
Dry Ganon.
you who carries that fragile sword, a Link. Raru placed his faith in you. And that was all you could do.
How do you...
I really need to finish, the called Age of Imprisonment, the Tears of the Kingdom Hyrule Warrior spin-off. I got pretty far into it. I really like the story, I really like the gameplay, but I just happened to get distracted, really. That was a bit loud again. But it's okay. Might see if I can turn it down in the game settings as well. You know, I'm very relieved to see that until now everything's been running really smooth. There's also just a lot of nice details. Creepy ghost hand dragging me up. I will say I like the creepy ghost hand. I think it's really cool visually. There's a few mods that change how it looks, but they're a bit slightly too flashy for me, so I tend to not use them. But I respect the idea behind it. I also think it's funny that people keep making Linkle mods. It is a really great design that they kind of wasted, quote unquote, in the sense that it's not really going to pop up anywhere else realistically, which is a shame. Wakey, wakey. Get up, buddy. Oh, this game is not liking this part for some reason. Might be all the particles. Wakey, buddy. Got a new goopy arm to use. There we go. Good morning, buddy. I like the goop arm. I won't be making a manual save here, just in case.
Link, finally you wake.
Oh, struggling rendering the area. I am a bit curious how it's gonna run once I'm like outside.
I've heard a great deal about
I hope
you
it
from
runs
Zelda.
nicely. I think it should. Like I've had no indication to, like for it to run badly.
Your
But
wounds were severe.
sometimes
I'm
it's a bit
relieved to see you
inconsistent. You know how it
escape
is.
death. Your arm, however, was beyond saving. I had to replace it, lest the injury endanger you further.
Happens, buddy. Yeah, we really just had to have our arm cut off. That was rough. Luckily, Link is left-handed, except for in this game, I don't know if he is. I don't remember. I don't think he is. Right-handed. Oh, this thing is better days. Sword that seals the darkness. Sacred power has been diminished after being ravaged by the ghoul beneath Hyrule. Hello, mod creator. It's been a while. I was compelled to go back in here. I'm honestly not even sure if I need to read this, but I know that after I read it while I was testing, I unlocked a bunch. Yeah, I started unlocking missions. So I'm gonna duplicate dialogue, all because of my misclick. Yeah, okay, so it seems like you do have to read it. I want to say 1.2.5 was the last version I played. Last time it was like a year ago, I think. Like I remember this book was added, but there was like a thing of like, oh, if you play in a different language, then your game just crashes. But that might still be the case, I'm not sure. I'm not even sure if all the rumors were in yet at that point. I remember it was a whole thing of it was like very quickly after its official kind of beta release, the 0.5 thing. And since then I can already tell that a lot has changed. Like getting long stick. Don't think you got long stick before. Or the custom challenge mode chest. I don't even remember what. Right, the insta break. Can I ask what this is for? Because from what I remember, yeah. Am I, is this just like a super certain indication that you're in the right thing, or what's the challenge mode chest with the real giving people hope? Nah, last time I didn't get that far into it either, I will say. I was like, I think I was going through the Rito Village story. But that was like the first thing that I kind of got to. I remember spending a lot of time to take down the... I don't even remember if I succeeded, but the Lynel on the Great Sky Islands. I definitely will run into it again, and I will be miserable about it. I will say that I can tell that sometimes the game is struggling a bit. You know, maybe the solution to follow is... Oh, I should not have... Let's crank these. I would like to... Don't restart. Bit more crunchy animation, but pretty sure my FPS is more consistent, so that's worth it. Oh! To be fair, dude, I have a lot of settings in the background that also might not be exactly a great idea. So I'll definitely have to play around with that some more. I don't know how much of a tax the stream is taking, we'll say. Don't think it should be too much. You never know. And honestly, wait. I realized something that I might be able to leverage for better performance. Let me do this. And go in here. Work. Up. Oh, that is not what I thought was gonna happen. Am I? Oh, am I? Oh, this. I caused myself trouble. Second. You know, wait. Let me. You enable New Game Plus? No, I have not, because I wanted kind of something similar to a pretty conventional run, but just with the added challenges of the challenge mode. Because I do like the idea of it just procedurally scaling. Oh, my totally legitimate Switch has closed the game. Let's see how it runs if I restarted. Look, oh, this is my totally legitimate. Yeah, I think it's like... I'm sure it's fine if you have like a bit more experience with the mod, but I just like the progression of everything scaling up as you play. I do mostly like the EXP system. Plus, I don't want to be immediately jump scared by like the added golden enemies and whatnot. Let's see what the resolution is doing. Performance is doing. I think this is a very fun mod. I think it's a really cool thing that so much like effort and time was put in to kind of revive the master mode from Breath of the Wild, but in a new coat of paint. Especially because I do imagine it's a lot harder when you need to work entirely from scratch to make the new tiers of enemies, kind of. Okay. Yeah, I'm on. I think this is the most recent version, or at least it was when I downloaded it. You know, I'm not entirely surprised that this happened. I think once I'm a bit settled in, I'll probably spend some time in between streams to play around with my graphic settings. Because I also don't really know what Ultracam exactly has to offer. But I know that it's... I don't think it was automatically included. I think I had to toggle something, but I like Ultracam a lot. Oh, really? How so? Like, just the way the system worked, or the exact... like, when things scaled? That's not very intriguing. Oop. I'm gonna up the Shadow Revolution. Yeah, that's... That, to be fair, I guess it would scale a lot quicker when you're dealing with, namely the issue that... Should up my RAM, actually. Here. Advanced... no. There's a thing where I can turn on, or turn up the amount of... Oh, do I have to do that? There's some... Well, I cannot find it, so we shall live without it. Yeah, I imagine that the higher tier enemies cause it to kind of instinctually cause a more increased growth in progression. So you're just kind of unintentionally ramming through it. Oh, I thought it was in Ultracam too. Constantly switching between things. Yeah, the totally legit Switch console. To be fair, I don't think that it's something that ever really causes any trouble. I don't think anyone's gotten into significant trouble for this, but it just feels like the bid. Just because of Nintendo. That is right. I played like a tiny amount. I played up until the first shrine on an actual legit Switch. And then I kind of decided I got spoiled with the Switch too. Oh yeah, I mean I would be highly surprised if Nintendo ever sees this video. Damn. I'd be surprised if they ever see this, but if they do, don't sue me. Yeah, right, I was aiming for the tree actually. Hello, my dragon. I see that you are behaving completely normally in the menu. I might be something, I'm just gonna guess it's something like FPS or something else related. Hello, birdie. Wooden stick honestly might go in the early game. I'm just forced to preserve this thing for whatever is gonna warrant use. But honestly, until I have Fuse and Ultra Hand, I'm also very much not above just skipping battles. Why are the constructs? Didn't go too heavy with the mods. I think it's only challenge mode and then technically ultra cam. And there's one thing that gives you the an armor set that makes you look like the Knight Construct from Age of Imprisonment. Just because I like how it looks and I feel like it's a funny early game armor. I think it spawned somewhere on the island, but I never got far enough in the playthrough on my Switch to actually see where it was. But it just said something about a tree stump, so I'm wagering it's the one up above where you need to send. I wonder if the construct in the back is still... Yeah, every mod that displays like weapons is using it. It's so funny. But it's just a really cool design. Like, obviously... Okay, so talking to this construct fixed the other construct in the back too. That is funky. Let me turn up my camera sensitivity because this... Oh, okay. And in fact turn it up. I want to be able to rotate my screen. I need to not forget to roast these apples because otherwise they are... I am gonna beat up everyone. I don't discriminate. Everything is a target if you leave. But yeah, you and the rest of the team really did a great job on this mod. It is... I mean, we haven't obviously seen too much of it yet in this run, but... The fact that I'm given a 52 damage weapon on the tutorial island tells me that I have plenty to be worried about. And I stand by that. Because I don't have anything to gain from it. I don't want to use the... No, I know, it's a one-hit damage buff. I haven't found an opportunity to use it when I played before, and I don't want to find one. Me too, buddies. I don't know what it is about those constructs, but they are not cooperating. At least the soldier ones are behaving normal. I'll make a little executive to also skip this thing. I will say I definitely need to play around with my performance settings. Because I want to find the exact balance of it as good as possible and stable. Yep. Bring me to the shrines. Right, okay. I need to use the Zoomy. Oh, fuck. Right, okay. I forgot. I did not forget the... Oh. Right. There is not any floor over there. I'm gonna spare myself the pain of Link's scream. My creator studio up. Okay, seems everything is fine. That's great. Oh. Yeah, you gotta take them. Did I disable eating raw food? Great. Honestly, really nice touch to prevent people from spamming the fuck out of that. Give me Ultra Hand. I don't care about you. I am a goal-oriented worker. Let's put it on my CV. Experienced in making split-second decisions, and I don't know, we'll figure something else out. Split-second decisions and comfortable taking risks, such as jumping off of a cliff into the void. When I first played Tears of the Kingdom when it just came out, I got so fucking lost on this island, it genuinely took me like an hour to find the second shrine. I don't know why, I just struggled. I didn't struggle, I think I walked the wrong way around. I was just mostly resorting to the map, and it took me so long to get what I needed. Hello, Roru.
Ah.
Give me my power. Why not just give it all at once? Could be through this island so much quicker. Compile. Maybe I'll back on the full screen. More crisp and clean. Let me just do that for. Oh. I like how he uses to tell you, like, this is what you should probably be doing, buddy. Oh, it's so long since he and I feel attached. Come on, buddy, go down. And up you go. Thank you. I think I'll head a bit in the direction of the next shrine and then just call it a day. This is a bit of a shorter stream, but I just wanted to make sure I got something in. But we got stuff done, and I'll try to get the performance better for next stream. And as my past few streams maybe are telling, I will diversifying my stuff that I play instead of just honing fully in on one thing. Because I think it's a bit more interesting for everyone, really. Although it is rough if you're obviously here for one specific thing. But time will pass regardless. Alright, I ran off a ledge, so I don't have any of the things pinned. Make it to. I think that's where the night gun. Um. Ah. Don't have time for mushrooms. Come on, get moving, buddy. Performance has been pretty smooth, honestly, all things considered. Like, it's not perfect. Not far off either. Hello. Hello, buddies. I see. Being non-existent. Let me just toss that. Grab an axe. Oh shit. Okay. We're fine. I thought I was gonna be launched into the void, and I almost was. And we have. Should be able to make it to this. Pick up a sand. Present bow and arrow. You gonna talk to me? That's great. Hello. Goodbye, Raru. Ow. Oh yeah, frog. Let me get out of the water real quick. That was easy. Oh, that was a soldier cost 1. Toss another branch out. Stick. Well, I'm not in a rush, but I'm not in that rush. But the world itself is never. Okay, pick up. Not, I guess I may not pick it up. No time for you. Come on. Come on, accent. Ow, I got one shot. You know, maybe it just means that I'm not supposed to cross this water yet. Because I'm struggling a lot with just getting past this one body of water. So I might just call it a day there. You know, this is a fine place to stop. Let me just save real quick. And, yeah. I'm excited to get back into all of this. I will be fine-tuning the graphics before the next stream. Because I wanted to look and play crisp. Partially for myself, but also, you know, for you guys. So, it's a bit of a short one, but I will be calling it quits here for the day. Make sure that you all drink well, eat well, sleep well, take good care of yourselves. Hope you all had fun. And if you did, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you want to see more. And I hope to see you all next time. And good luck with whatever you are up to. And stay safe. That was me hitting my controller. Bye bye.